The final players to finding the One Piece. Hello, One Piece enthusiasts. I'm the One Piece nerd, and today let's talk about the last panel of chapter 1121. It shows the final players going for the One Piece, and with Vegapunk's last message being how significant it is for the person who finds the One Piece to be a pivotal player who gets to decide how the world works. I think it's about to change the playing field a lot. Everyone has been paying attention to Vegapunk's message, and every influential figure, every figure with power, will want to go after it. Before we move on, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Now that you have, let's begin. The final 12 players, amongst which 4 emperors, the leader of the Revolutionary Army, Im-sama, Akainu, Aokiji. Makes sense. Aokiji, not so much, but I guess, yes. If Akainu is going for it, Aokiji would be going for it too. Akainu and Aokiji being the two sides of the same coin, and of course Kobe also being another of them. But my point is, then we have people like Dragon and Sabo. Dragon is already known for the leader of the Revolutionary Army, but you'd expect him to find the One Piece, not Sabo. But considering the circumstances and how much Dragon has played part in the Revolutionary Army activities and how much influence he's had over the people, not so much. In fact, if there were to be a face of the Revolutionary Army amongst the Eternal people, it would be Sabo, not Dragon. Which maybe goes to show some kind of inner conflict that might arise in the future with Dragon and Sabo deciding on who the leader is, and maybe even a death. But aside from that, we can also talk about Buggy, because hey, we already know if Buggy finds the One Piece, he'll be the luckiest man alive, and I might change my channel to Buggy D Clown. But that's never gonna happen. Even if it does, I'm not changing it because I like my name. With jokes aside, everyone else is making their claim for the One Piece, but it seems interesting as to how Im hasn't been able to find hasn't been able to find Laugh Tale for the last 900 years. Maybe the existence of Laugh Tale was unknown to Im until Roger found it, because as history suggests, even after the Void Century, no one's been able to find the last island other than Roger. Maybe Im-sama, after Roger's voyage, finally got to know the existence of Laugh Tale, and now Im wants to go as well. And if Im wants to go, it doesn't make sense as to why Garling would be a final contender as well, unless you think about Garling doesn't know about Im's existence. The only person that does know about Im's existence is the 5 elders and maybe some of Im's servants. And now, of course, Cobra, Sabo, and Wappo. Wow. So, other than that, maybe the same way as Akainu, Garling thinks that he wants more power and he wants to go after the One Piece so that his justice would be inflicted upon everybody else, and he is the one who is right. It goes to show that Luffy probably won't be the first person who finds the One Piece, which has been my theory for a very long time, that I really expected Blackbeard to find it and for Luffy to pick it up. But at this point, it could be anyone. I'm not here to decide who is going to get it, but I'm talking about the players in and of itself. And of course, our final contender being the Mystery Man. Let's talk about the Mystery Man, because the Mystery Man, to be completely honest, is the most surprising amongst all. The final player at the final hour seems kind of rushed, if you ask me, but I believe this has been planned and plotted for a very, very long time. How do I suggest it? In my chapter review, I said it was either the man marked by flames or Shanks' twin brother, family member, whatever. The reason why I suggested whether or one of the two was because, one, we've been hinted at marked by flames. He has the last poneglyph, and of course, if he has the last poneglyph guarding it, he definitely wants a part in the One Piece. That's step number 1. Step number 2, of course, being the man marked by flames wouldn't be having a poneglyph if he didn't really want it. And it's a person, not a place. Now, let's talk about this theory that I've come across as well, but this is what I believe. I'm not sure if anybody else has thought about this, but this man is man marked by flames as well as Shanks. Shanks' brother, I mean. A Figureland family, man marked by flames. Someone from the government who has the fourth poneglyph. Where do I come across this? Simple. Man marked by flames, of course, has been hinted at after Wano, and we've seen the importance of it. We've seen how he is out of the mainland and in a ship with whirlpools in it, protecting the last poneglyph, or rather maybe even trying to find his own. With that being said, though, this character has also been hinted at in chapter 900, I think it was 8, in Reverie, when Shanks, quote-unquote Shanks, met the Gorosei. Now remember, Shanks is a pirate, a former Celestial Dragon, and an Emperor. There is no way that the Gorosei would be allowing an audience with a pirate and a former Celestial Dragon. Why is that? One, even if he is the most heinous pirate in the world, there is no way that the Gorosei would be talking to a pirate. And especially Shanks. You know why? Because he stole the Gomu Gomu no Mi, and everyone knows about this. Everyone knows, at least the government knows, that the Gomu Gomu no Mi was stolen by Shanks and the red-haired pirates from the CP9 agents. And if the world government really wanted the Gomu Gomu no Mi, Shanks would give it to them rather than Luffy, and if he did give it to Luffy, Shanks is one of the biggest traitors the world government ever has. And he has a 4 billion bounty. Now, okay, you guys can talk about, hey, he's a former Celestial Dragon. Look, we've been through this. We've been through Doflamingo's backstory. The case with Doflamingo was his father left the Holy Land along with Doflamingo. Even though Doflamingo wanted to be a part of the Celestial Dragons, he still wasn't able to do it because he is marked as a traitor. The same is said for Nefertari Lily. Other than that, we can talk about other things. He said he has come from far, far away, and he is not into political affairs. If he is from a far away place, and only Celestial Dragons or Kings are worthy of having a talk with the Gorosei, I think this person being a Celestial Dragon, a Figureland figure, makes a lot of sense. And then, of course, coincidentally or not, he did not have the scar Shanks did. We can see previous panels as to where Shanks' scar can be seen even from the view of his right side. But in this case, the one specific place where it needed to be there the most, it wasn't. And last but not least, I can talk about Whitebeard. Why is that? Is because when we go back to the conversation between Whitebeard and Shanks, way before Marineford, Whitebeard said, "The scar I got reminds me of him." I thought it was referring to Garling, or at that time Roger. It didn't make sense for Roger because we've seen Roger's fight with Whitebeard. They are friendly rivals, they were never having serious fights. One. And it really wouldn't remind Roger's scars with Whitebeard would be friendly ones, not ones that would ache him. And then I thought about Garling, but then I thought the God's Knights are Celestial Dragons who mostly stay in the Holy Land. There is no way for Whitebeard to have a conflict with the God's Knights, especially when Whitebeard is a pirate and he has nothing to do with the Celestial Dragons. Unless they fought in God Valley, which I don't really think is the case. But the one person that might have fought with Whitebeard is the man marked by flames, maybe trying to get poneglyphs. Maybe they were fighting with poneglyphs at some point, and Whitebeard came across him. And I'm quite sure Shanks knows about this man as well, because it's very unlikely for him not to know. And we can finally get a confrontation and Shanks' arc where he fights his twin/evil brother for the road to One Piece. Let me know what you guys think. This is a new perspective that I put into it, and I believe this to be the most accurate because the two remaining people, one being the mystery man who talked with the Gorosei about the certain pirate, and the certain pirate, I believe, is, by the way, Luffy, because it's after Shanks, or that quote-unquote mystery person, talked with the Gorosei, was when the Gorosei realized that we need to target Luffy, and the fruit that Luffy has is the Nika Nika fruit. So, or the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika. So, I think that adds up to basically 1,000 points saying, yeah, this man is the man marked by flames who's been keeping eyes on the seas and reports to the Gorosei, and of course, this man also is a Figure 1 member, maybe Shanks' brother. That's it for the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Until next time, peace.